The human voice is the most powerful instrument of all, and there are three things that we need to leverage to ensure that we are modulating our voice to the best of our abilities. Number one, which is the most important element, not just in voice modulation, but in communication overall, is something known as inflection. Inflection, from a communication standpoint, simply means using your voice to communicate an emotion. So, for example, if I go on and tell you, yesterday was the happiest day of my life. It was so much fun. If I say it like that, you're probably not going to believe me. But if I say it in this manner, yesterday was the best day of my life. It was so much fun. That automatically communicates an emotion which complements the content that we're speaking. That is inflection in its most basic form. And we can apply this to everything we say. For example, if somebody asks us a very basic question like, what is your favorite type of music? Now we can speak in a normal tone of voice and say, my favorite type of music depends on my mood. When I want to be a little more energetic and pumped up, I like listening to rock music. And when I want to chill out, relax, and wind down, I choose to listen to more instrumental music. Now, the same content can be said in a much more engaging manner. My favorite type of music depends on my mood. If I want to be more energetic and pumped up, I'll choose to listen to more rock music. And if I want to wind down and just relax, I'll choose to listen to more instrumental music. There's automatically a difference between the first and the second just because of inflection. Point number two, very simple, is emphasis. This is a very basic point, but it's something that needs to be said because a lot of us tend to speak in just one tone of voice. Whereas if we just learn to pop some words out and emphasize on them, it does two things. Firstly, it helps us variate. So instead of just saying, I love Australia, I can say, I love Australia. Automatically causes more modulation. And secondly, it helps the audience know which words from your entire sentence or paragraph are the most important ones. And that's all there is to it. Just make sure to pop the words that you want to stand out. And lastly comes pausing. One of the most critical and simplest elements to include within your voice modulation is to simply pause. Similar to emphasis, pausing also has two purposes. Number one is that it helps us slow our pace down, because if you're a naturally fast speaker like myself, you might speak very, very quickly, and this makes it hard for the audience or your listener to understand what you're saying. But by simply slowing down and pausing before or after important statements or words, we'll automatically be able to come across as a lot more confident and calmer. And that's the second thing that pausing does. It helps us appear as more confident. Because when we're nervous, our mouths tend to move faster than our minds. So we're constantly speaking very, very quickly, and our minds are finding it difficult to keep up with the words we're saying. This causes us to shake, to fumble, and not speak as effectively as we would like. So if we just throw in a pause, hold the silence, it'll automatically make us more effective as communicators. And if you want to know where exactly should you pause within a speech, a presentation, or a conversation, we've created an entire in-depth video just on this topic of pausing, which I highly recommend you check out because it's the lowest hanging fruit to help you improve your voice. Check out that video right here.